Staples Center got a new name, and it's going to happen around Christmas time. I don't know how it happened that quickly. Like mid-season, Staples Center gets a new name, Crypto.com. Darren Rovell is on this topic, as only he can be, senior executive producer of the Action Network. Mid-season name change to the naming rights to an arena? How does that happen?
I guess, Dan, Staples is not selling enough paper. I mean, they did a lifetime deal after they did a big deal in '99 when it opened. They did this lifetime deal. And you know what? I think part of it, and this hasn't come out yet, they probably wanted out a little bit. And crypto, obviously, these exchanges are going nuts and they have a lot of money and they're trying to compete. And that's what happens. It's interesting to me because it's being reported as a $700 million deal. It's like $35 million a year. This is the first time I've ever heard that a company has paid more money for something that was already named, right? Because there's this value of like, are you still going to call it the Staples Center? You've been calling it the Staples Center for 21 years. I guess Crypto.com didn't think that there was going to be people that were going to be calling it the Staples Center and think there's real value.
Well, maybe you call it the Crypt.
Right, but then you're not calling it Crypto.com.
Yeah, but I don't understand the value of this, and that's why I want to have you on. You can help me understand this, because I know when I did SportsCenter, I purposely did not mention a stadium that had naming rights. I just said, let's go to Baltimore, let's go to Chicago, wherever it might be. So how do you get your money's worth out of this? And where is that money going to? Is it just going to the Lakers' pockets and that's it, or is it improve things?
It's actually owned by Phil Anschutz of Anschutz Entertainment. So it's AEG that owns the Staples Center. He is a part owner of the Lakers. But you know what? I think it's always up to the individual company to make the value work, right? Like, so are they going to have like ATMs where you put in your dollars and then you get a receipt that you've turned it into Bitcoin? Are they going to convert points into what the Ethereum and Bitcoin price is? How do they do it? It's not good enough. I remember when MetLife Stadium got its name, and I was doing this interview live on CNBC with the MetLife chief marketing officer. I said, how are you going to make this work? And he said something like, just give us a chance. And I'm like, you don't have a plan? You don't go to like your CEO and say, the reason we're spending 20 million is this is how we do it. I guess at that point he did not know. Then you're definitely wasting money. But I think it's hard. Of course, everyone who invests in Bitcoin is applauding this, and everyone who just loves crypto is applauding this as just to go to show you that this is another way that we're big.
I thought Shaq should have gotten involved and call it, the Shaq. And people would have had fun with that. He's got enough money. I get Shake Shack with Shaq, and, there you go.
That could work. Although Shaq is now his Big Chicken franchise is probably going against Shake Shack.
Okay. All right. But
that's why you bring me on, Dan. I know all the deals. Like if there's a conflict, I know all the deals.
Okay. Will we have a day in our lifetime where Yankee Stadium is brought to you by, Dodger Stadium is brought to you by?
That's a tough one. I mean, we've gotten to Geehaw Field at Mile High. I mean, or at Arrowhead. I mean, I think it would be something at Yankee Stadium. But I think the Yankees would have to fall on hard times for that to happen.
Yeah, but money trumps everything.
It does.
I mean, if Staples is worth $700 million, what would Yankee Stadium or Dodger Stadium be worth?
$900 billion.
All right. So Crypto.com, the Crypt. What could go wrong here?
It could be like Sponge Tech, which was inside every Major League Baseball and NBA arena, and then all of a sudden it was like a scam. But I'm not saying crypto is a scam. I would say that maybe the business of crypto isn't as frothy as it is right now, and that's probably what could go wrong.
All right, if I say Lone Depot Park, whose stadium is that?
Is that the Lone Depot Park? I actually don't know. Who is it?
Marlins.
Did not know that. Go ahead, keep going.
Globe Life Field.
Texas.
Yes.
The yours.
American Family.
The Cincinnati Reds.
Brewers.
Oh. Wow, this is the if Darren Rovell doesn't know
exactly
really
exactly
holy crap. Holy crap.
First Energy Stadium.
That is the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Lumen Field.
No idea. Never even heard of it.
Seahawks.
Okay.
State Farm Stadium.
That is the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes. TIAA Bank Field.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I did okay, but listen, if I'm not 100% there,
yeah,
you I think the folks at Lumen are withdrawing their money right now.
Tide Pods Field.
That's fake.
Thank you. Is this the anniversary of the Michael Jordan shoe?
This is the day in 1984 where Jordan walked on the court with the Air Jordans. He previously wore Air Ships, which was the shoe that was banned by the NBA, but not really. Nike used that. It was a black shoe with the red swoosh that Nike then said was banned by the NBA, and that caused all the marketing. But yes, against Dr. J on this day in 84. He did wear the shoe. And by the way, there is no evidence in any article that anyone noticed it. Scored really? 16 points in a loss. But I collect tickets, and I think you guys have it. I have a ticket from that game.
Yeah, I think we're showing it now if you're watching on Peacock.
Which is interesting because as people are collecting tickets, there's 23 graded tickets of Michael Jordan's debut on October 29th, 84. There's only 3 of when he showed up in the Air Jordans for the first time. So I kind of like it. Collecting tickets has certainly picked up in the last 6 months to a year.
What would those original Air Jordans go for?
Well, the earliest known Air Jordans just went where he wore them in a game. I think it was against maybe San Antonio, his 4th game. That just sold for like $1.1 million. So the first ever Air Jordans, I think that's probably $3 or $4 or $5 million.
What other tickets are valuable now?
People love the debuts. Mickey Mantle debut sold for more than 100,000. The Wayne Gretzky debut sold for 100,000. I think the scarcity on things are so. There's the numbers are so tight, right? Because what did you do with a ticket? Like before, you'd put it on the bulletin board, you'd put it in a scrapbook, but how did you keep these things over time? So this week we got Theismann's leg tomorrow. I have that ticket. And then I think on Saturday I didn't give this to your boys, so hopefully you can see this one. Dan, what is this? 1982 Cal. What is it? Oh, it's a Cal Stanford.
Oh, the band is on the field.
The band is on the field, and there's only 4 of these, and I have one of them. I mean, this is by the way, some of the good parts about tickets that you don't get on sports cards. McDonald's, back the Bears, some of the old and obviously the more defunct, if you get a Knicks ticket that has Crazy Eddie on it, or the defunct, some of these old ads are kind of classic.
What's the white whale that you're looking for?
I really don't want to say it, but no, but
is it a ticket or?
So I did manage to get the Randy Johnson pulverizes the bird game. Very rare because it was a spring training game. There were only 3,000 people there. I did manage to get that. I'm looking for so many. I got the Flutie Hail Mary pass. Very, very difficult. But it's a search, right? Like with cards, you go on eBay, you type it in, you go, oh, it's there. I'm trying to think of what is the one? Oh, I did get the Lee Elia tirade from '83. The Cubs when he says to the fans, like, half the world is working, the rest of you bums are on Wrigley Field. Like, can you imagine today that type of? Oh, I did get the Dennis Green rant. They are who we thought they were, and we gave it right away. And I do. I'm the only one. It's the only one that they've graded. I do have the Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. Come at me. I'm a man. I'm 40. So the okay. I am looking. I got it. I am looking as part of my rant collection. I am looking for the Jim Mora playoffs. I'm looking for that.
You need help.
My wife.
You need help. You need help. I think that's all I got for you.
All right.
It's great to talk to you so much.
I love seeing you.
Thank you, buddy. That's Darren Rovell, Senior Executive Producer of the Action Network.